Alright, I'm going to create a video showing how to make wheels for your electric car. First you're going to go to OnShape and you're going to go ahead and sign in. We should have done this earlier, so we might need to look up your password or whatnot, but go ahead and sign in. You're going to create a new document, so click Create Document. I'm going to call this Wheels. I showed this in class the other day, but I thought some people might miss it or might want some review. First thing you're going to do is create a sketch. So I'm going to select Sketch. Now you have to select a sketch plane. I'm going to hover over this top plane right here and click it. That way I have Sketch 1 in the top plane. And click the top of the view cube. That way I can view this looking down. So I'm going to make my wheels by making some circles. I'm going to center them all in the origin here. So I'm going to click here in the origin and then come on out and set that down. The first thing I need to do is decide how big my wheels are going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and click the dimension tool. I'm going to select the wheel, click, come on out to the edge here, and then click again to set down that distance. This allows me to put that label where I want. Now I'm going to say how large this wheel is going to be. I'm going to say 1.5 inches. It's up to you what size you want your wheel to be. It's up to you, the plan that you made, your concept sketch. But I'm just using 1.5 for the example here. Now I need a hole for my wheel. So I'm going to go back to my center point circle. I'm going to start at the exact same center and click and set it down. I'm going to go back to my dimensioning tool and I'm going to dimension this hole to be the appropriate size. Now I measured this the other day and it should be about 5.4 millimeters. Inches is the default unit, so if you want to put it in millimeters you have to make sure to type 5.4 mm. Click enter there. Alright, I'm going to click my green check mark because this sketch is done. I can view this from an angle by clicking my view cube. You can see it's just a nice little sketch there. I'm going to select the donut area and highlight it. And now I should be able to go up and select the extrude button. This will allow me to decide what depth my wheel is going to be. This is once again up to you depending on your concept sketch. I'm going to say 0.25 inches, a quarter of an inch. But you may have half inch, you may have a different size. And I'm going to click the green check mark. So I should have this like wheel looking thing here. And this would be fine, but we're going to try to not waste resources at the bunker. And we're also wanting these wheels to be made quickly. You don't have to wait hours and hours for these to be printed. So we're going to sort of carve away some of this here. It's a really easy tool here to use. It's called the shell tool. It's right here at the top. You click shell. And then it says faces to remove. I'm going to select this top face. Click. And you'll see it sort of shells it out. I'm going to make the shell thickness over here 1/16 of an inch. 1 divided by 16. That'll make it nice and thin. I'm going to click my green check mark. There we go. And that is my wheel. If you want to get this 3D printed to me, what you're going to do is you're going to hover over part 1 right here and right click and select Export. Here you're going to give it a name. Let's say Mundell Wheels. Always good to have your name somewhere in the file name so I know whose it is. You're going to select the format you want, which is an STL. You want your units to be in millimeters. Everything else should be just left as it is, binary, fine, and download for the option. When you click Export, it'll download the file right here. And that's a file that you can email to me and then talk to me and say, hey, Coach Mundell, I emailed you our wheel file. Would you 3D print 4 of those for us? And I will gladly do that. So that's how you model a wheel.